Tony Bolony, School Rules by Pam Muñoz Ryan. The big day. Tony Bolony, the macaroni penguin, wakes up early. Before Papa Bolony can remind him, he dresses, then brushes his teeth. He's ready. Today he won't have to obey bossy big sister Bolony. He won't have to play with the bothersome babies Bolony. Today he is going to school. He packs his backpack with his favorite things: Parmesan cheese, little green walrus guys, and his very best stuffed animal buddy, Dandelion. I'm a teeny weeny bit worried about the big day. I know. Big sister says there are a lot of rules, but Mama says we will be just fine. What if I get lost on the way to the bathroom? What if I don't find a place to sit at lunchtime? What if I can't follow the rules? Don't worry. We can do it. I'll be there if you need me. Besides, would you rather stay home with the bothersome babies? Let's see, drool or school? Pack my pencils. At breakfast, Big Sister Bolony tells Tony Bolony 20 times, or maybe twice, that she was in Miss Gamboni's class too. I was her most perfect student. Bibi, we don't have to be perfect, says Mama Bolony. We just have to do our best. Well, I was line leader for the first day, she says. Maybe I will be line leader the first day too, says Tony Bolony. Fat chance, says Big Sister Bolony. Tony Bolony does not love trouble. But trouble loves him. At school, Big Sister Bolony walks Tony Bolony to his classroom. Dandelion must stay in your cubby, she says. It's a rule. Be a rule keeper. That's my motto. That's my motto too, says Tony Bolony. Mrs. Gamboni points to the board. These are our classroom rules. She reads them aloud. Number 1. In rooms and hallways, always walk. Number 2. Be kind to friends when you play or talk. Number 3. Raise your flipper to tell or ask. Number 4. Follow directions and stay on task. Number 5. No interruptions, if you please, except for the bee emergencies. Does anyone know what the bee emergencies are? No one knows. Mrs. Gamboni explains. Bee emergencies are bathroom, bandage, and belly upset. When I am working with other penguins, you may interrupt me only if you need to use the bathroom or need a band-aid or someone has a belly upset. Does anyone know what belly upset means? Tony Bolony knows. It means barf, he shouts. Tony Bolony and Bob laugh. Everyone else laughs too. Soon the class is a mess of giggling penguins. Mrs. Gamboni points to rule number 3 and asks everyone to please settle down. At recess, all the penguins play freestyle. Tony Bolony is so excited that he accidentally tags Bob too hard. Mrs. Gamboni frowns. Tony Bolony, please remember to be kind to your friends. At lunch, Tony Bolony carries his tray across the everything room. He wants to sit with Bob. When he sees a spot next to him, he runs. Mrs. Gamboni calls, Tony Bolony, always walk. But it is too late. Slip, slide, crash. That afternoon, the penguins take turns working with Mrs. Gamboni. While they wait, they have choice time. Tony Bolony chooses blocks. He and Bob build a tall tower. But then 7 or maybe 77 blocks fall on top of Bob. Mrs. Gamboni, calls Tony Bolony. Without looking up, Mrs. Gamboni asked Tony Bolony, is this a emergency? Tony Bolony thinks about the rules. Bathroom bandage, belly upset. No, he says, and wonders what to do. Until he realizes this is a emergency. He bellows, Bob is buried beneath the blocks. Soon the class is a mess of giggling penguins. That night at dinner, Mama Bolony says, wow, friendship ambassador. Very impressive, says Papa Bolony. And on the first day, says Tony Bolony. Big Sister Bolony says, it's not polite to wear a hat at the table. He may leave it on, says Mama Bolony, and he does. School was fun. I made a friend named Bob. I liked it too. I made a stuffed turtle named Pedro. Mrs. Gamboni is nice. I kind of love her. Did I tell you that I'm friendship ambassador? Twice, or maybe 50 times. But tell me again, and I'll pretend to be surprised. Bye-bye for now. And remember, follow the rules at school. Even when nobody's looking. Be kind.